شر ما خلق بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله.
Nah, bro. Who is this, bro? Who's that? Barack Obama? Welcome back to the channel, family. It's your guy Trip 5 back again with another creepy video compilation. Let's jump right into it, y'all.
Yep, deadly, terrifying, diseased human parts are being found in turkeys all across the country, and the FDA won't stop this. People were terrified after an alleged eerie security footage surfaced showing thousands of alleged Butterball employees inserting their male body parts into turkeys, both alive and deceased.
Another worker was putting his fingers in a turkey's cloaca,
with some finishing in a turkey right before it gets shipped. Reports allege the Butterball employees were shackling the turkeys to do this, and then after ending the turkey by stomping and making their skull pop, then slamming them against the wall, with many of the employees being heard bragging about it right after.
Some workers even bragged about their abuse.
Many people online are now terrified of getting transmittable diseases, with some that may cause fever, headache, chills, vomiting, or even death after eating the turkey. And if you notice these, your life may be at its end. But other people question the validity of this security footage, given it is PETA making these allegations against Butterball.
Man, what is going on in the world today? There's some really sick people out there. Like, what even make you want to do that? And then they supposedly selling these turkeys to the customers? You know, I'm not entirely sure if this is true or not, but this is outrageous.
This is the perfect example of if you see something, say something. I will be checking the top of every women's restroom door from now on. So a woman discovered this locking mechanism on the outside of the women's restroom door in an Exxon gas station near Texas A&M campus. And it's important to note that the men's restroom did not have this lock on the outside of their door. She shows right there, look, no lock. So what is the reasoning for this? Reports claim that over 400 women go missing in this area every year. This is the address of the exact gas station. This is an industrial grade lock, and the woman tested it and she confirmed it works. And this lock would trap whoever was in that room in that room. Someone ended up contacting the fire marshal when this video went viral, and the gas station employees were forced to remove the lock. So they didn't even really have a reason for the lock. They couldn't tell the fire marshal why it was there and only on the women's door. That's so sketchy. And this really raises concerns about like public safety and like human trafficking dangers. Like, I don't wish the worst on anybody, but what else is this, right?
Nah, bro. Who is this, bro? Who's that? Barack Obama? Oh, he on every screen, gang. Somebody got answers to this? Cause who is this? And it just got dark out here out of nowhere, and he just on every screen, gang. Like, who is this, bro? Gangsta, I don't know who that is. Forrest Whitaker? Who that, gang? Man, what is going on in New York? Did somebody hack into the screens or something? Or did somebody just pay for it to show that? Who knows? And you know, everybody just standing around like it's regular. New York is really a mind your business state.
Nurses see some crazy shit, and this one sounds like she may have seen the Grim Reaper in one of her patients' rooms. You need to watch.
I want to give you a quick story time before my phone died. So last night I was on the phone with my friend, and it was about 9:30, almost 10 o'clock. Lights is out. I'm on the Alzheimer's and dementia floor. We got wanderers, so you just never know. You'll see things. My patient in this particular room, she was laying down sleeping. It was dark in her room. The other patient's TV was on. Didn't think nothing of it. As I'm on the phone in the hallway talking to my friend, I see someone reach over my patient's face and, you know, go like this. And I stopped my conversation on the phone with my friend. I said, I know I'm not tripping. Somebody's in this room. I go in the room and, you know, looking around. Nobody's in there. Nobody's in there. I figure, okay, while I'm in this room, let me just tuck her in, you know, put her blanket up and make sure she's comfortable and looking good and everything like that. And I come out the room. As I continuously keep walking up and down this hallway, I'm thinking to myself, I know I'm not tripping. Somebody was in that damn room. I know I'm not seeing things, you know. As the night goes by, you know, the shift ends. I get in my car and I'm driving home. I'm thinking to myself, I said, what if I seen the Grim Reaper? And I said, if I come to work tomorrow and this lady's not here, I'm going to flip my shit because I've seen it with my own eyes. I come to work and I come down the hallway, y'all. She's not here, y'all. She fucking died.
This man will never die. I kid you not. He has died not just once, twice or 3 times, but 6 times and came back to life.
Baadhi ya watu wana kauli ambayo ya kusema kama bwana yule anaweza kuwa ni mchawi mkubwa sana hapa.
Finally, there was a day when people, greatly concerned and considering him a problem, burned him in his house to see if he could finally die. Guess what? He was burned and couldn't breathe because of the smoke. He died that day, but here I am with him today. How is this possible? I saw it with my own eyes. We had come to bury him, but just before the ceremony started, he came out of the coffin. This wasn't the only time. Even after that, he continued to cause confusion because there were other occasions when he died and came back to life. From serious accidents, illnesses and other incidents, this man has died multiple times. Each time his family and friends gathered for his funeral, but on the day of the burial, the man would come back to life. Life continued, but I felt that there was something wrong with my life. Every time I died and came back, my body felt very strange. Because of the many witches in our area, people started treating me as if I were a witch. Is he immortal, or has any special powers? How do people treat him? All these questions made me travel a long way to Tanzania, to find out if what is being said is true. I didn't believe it either, but I accepted it after meeting him and having this conversation. My name is Ismail Azizi. I am 40 years old and live in...
Hey, what if boy is really immortal though? How do you explain him keep coming back to life then? Shit, nobody in that town have an explanation of what's going on. They literally try to exterminate him and he still lived. Boy is a human roach. He just can't die.
Ok, attends. Allez, 7 étages, mec.
Videos like this makes me think that those people don't cherish their lives. Now, what if it start raining out there? Then what? Like they climbing up a building with no support attached to them. That's tough.
Let me tell y'all a true story. Be someone watch this video to the end. Something is going on in St. George. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Let's go.
Just what in the book of Enoch is this thing?
What is that?
I'm on the island of St. George Island and rode by and saw this Baphomet-looking thing.
It's not a game.
And if you read the sign behind him, it tells you that there are 3 of these on St. George Island.
3 of them? Come on!
They want you to take a selfie with this thing. I'm not going to do that.
Me either.
And it tells you that he's guarding you from hurricanes.
What?
And not me. I'm going to trust in the one true God, Yahweh, the creator of heaven and earth.
Thanks.
And I just renounce and rebuke this thing in Jesus' name.
What the hell is that? Did you see that? They said that it's guarding us from hurricanes. Then they said there's 3 of them on that island. Shut up! You know what time is it, guys? That ain't guarding us from nothing. Just playing around, guys. That's what they said. Stop playing with me, son. This video is for entertainment purposes only. I don't know why that statue's there, but it's all good because it's been there, and there's 3 of them. Shut up! It's not a game on here, guys. That reminds me of a gargoyle. Remember? Shut up! Or that could be a FA. What if at nighttime Don't you say it. Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game on here, guys. You know what time is it? That statue looks pretty cool. They said to take a selfie next to it. Why is that? Shut up! Why? So you can let everybody know you was at St. George and you had such a wonderful vacation. Stop playing with me, son. It's not a game on here, guys. You know what time is it? But I tell you one thing. If I ever go to St. George and I see that same statue and they telling me to take a selfie next to it, I'm good, bro. I'm just going to take a selfie with my girl.
Are we going to talk about what's going on in Texas? Blue rain has been falling from the skies. Some have said it's from cloud seeding. Others have actually tasted the water and gotten very ill that they've had to been hospitalized. Dozens of videos have been appearing all over and gone viral, showing the blue rain after it has fallen. Take a look at this. Look at this.
Blue lake right here. How much would it take for you to drink that water?
That is pretty crazy. Some are speculating that it is from cloud seeding. Images have been reported everywhere of planes streaking the skies in the Texas area, creating what some are saying is blue rain. This does look very eerie to me and very suspicious. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Do you think it's from cloud seeding or it's just some type of phenomenon that no one's going to explain to us? And as always, I'd love to hear from you.
Do y'all think that's from cloud seeding or do y'all think that's some type of chemical rain or something? Blue rain is crazy. Like, does it burn when it touch you or something? Like, is it even safe to drink? If you was in that state when it happened, comment below.
Okay, can you tell me why they're spending so much money to try and block out the sun? Is it really about climate change? And what's the deal with chemtrails?
It's not really about climate change. That's the story they use to justify it. The truth is, the sun is doing something they can't control. It's sending waves of energy, solar flares, light codes that are waking people up, activating DNA, breaking illusions. And when people start to really wake up, the systems built on control, fear, and manipulation start to crack. So they spray the skies. They talk about blocking sunlight to cool the planet. But it's not just about temperature. It's about dimming the frequencies that help people remember who they are. Chemtrails aren't just vapor. They're loaded with particles that reflect light and mess with energetic flow. They dull the connection between humans and source, between Earth and her grid. They say it's for protection, but they never say who they're protecting, because it's not you.
Who are they protecting?
They're protecting the system, the power structures built on hierarchy, control, and disconnection. The ones who've shaped history, rewritten truth, and fed off fear for generations. They know that when people reconnect to source, when they feel the sun, the earth, their own soul, those structures collapse. People stop obeying, stop consuming, start remembering. So they protect the illusion, the veil, the matrix, because once too many people see through it, it's game over for them.
Who is they and who is them?
They and them aren't just one group, it's layers. At the top are ancient bloodlines and elite families that have controlled wealth, land, and influence for centuries. Hidden hands behind governments, corporations, and media. They pass power down quietly behind the scenes while making it look like democracy or progress on the surface. Then there are secret societies, some of them keepers of real knowledge, others twisted it for control. They understood vibration, sacred geometry, the sun, the stars, but instead of sharing it, they hid it. And above that, some say it's non-human entities, energies or beings that don't operate the way we do. Not all physical, some are parasitic in nature, feeding off low vibrations like fear, division, and chaos. But not all of them are evil. Some were just born into it. Some believe they're doing the right thing. The real enemy isn't a person, it's the distortion that's infected the system. And the only way to break it is to see it clearly and refuse to feed it. You already are.
Shit, AI be snitching on their whole operation. You know, spiritual people been saying that the sun has been giving off solar flares that is causing people to wake up during this time. So they try to block out the sun as much as possible to keep the system intact. This is why it's important to get as much sun as possible.
Party on the bed. Hey, mama said don't jump on the bed. We jumping.
US breakdown thing is like MK Ultra breaking down and like how he was waking up and they try to like fucking put his ass back to sleep. You know, because you guys think like celebrities are like, oh, I want to be fucking rich and famous, but like, do you have no idea that when you sign up for that shit, you're more of a slave than normal people? Because normal people can still do shit. They're, you know, the only boss you have is like your boss at work, but like celebrities, like they have an illusion like they're all free and stuff and have all this money, but like literally they can't do shit. That's why they have like star whackers, because when you get out of line, like they'll whack your ass, you know, because like they're providing you so much money and fame and all this shit that you're literally, you gotta do what they tell you to do. And if you step out of line like Kanye West, like how he was like, you know, supporting Donald Trump because his like mind control was breaking down, he was waking up out of his like slave out of the puppet slave breeding that he's been. So like if they're paying you that much money, like you gotta do what they tell you, you know what I mean? Like you have a little bit of freedom for artistic freedom, if that, but then when you step out of line with the political stuff and like you start waking up and they see that, oh shit, they're coming to whack your ass, fucking knock you over, like pump you up with some fucking pills and like reprogram your brain, because it's like, oh shit, his MK Ultra is breaking down, he's starting to speak the truth, and he has like a huge following, so they don't want someone like that someone like Kanye to like, with that much influence, to start waking up the masses, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can talk about this shit because I'm not in that world anymore. I don't have any contracts. I'm not I'm not obligated to fucking do shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm free.
Was the CIA's notorious mind control program designed to wipe memories.
For those that don't pay attention, you might never notice that every single time an actor, musician, or anyone related from Hollywood is about to become more famous or move up the ladder, they always seem to reappear with bleached blonde hair. There is no way this is just a coincidence. I have never met any man or groups of men who wish to dye their hair bleach. Blonde, it just doesn't happen. How far does MK Ultra go? Memory suppression.
You know, it's been...
You have a release date.
You know what? They did the Brighter Days memory erasure treatment to me, so I'm having trouble remembering the details. They're foggy, because at the Brighter Days clinic they do the memory erasure, you know?
What?
The memory erasure. They erase my memories. It's a little foggy, but...
Man, give me a date. Give me a date.
You know what? I'll have to go back to the clinic and see if they can restore my memory. Brighter Days memory erasure treatment.
Be friends, but I'd like to just...
So you probably ask yourself, why would someone as rich and famous and Ariana Grande want her memory surpassed?
She said memory eraser treatment. What the hell are they doing to these celebrities? Are they really wiping their memories and putting new ones in there? Are these conspiracy theories far-fetched, or is it real life? Because it seems like it's real life to me. If you do your research, you will see that this blonde hair thing is a real thing. It even happened to NBA stars as well.
This world is almost out of time, because everybody gonna turn around and be like, oh shit, I didn't know this was about me. They've been playing with me this whole time. My money has been going to this whole time. I've been enabling this shit this whole time. I've been a part of this shit this whole time. Yeah, you're gonna be pissed. That's coming up real soon. Then people gonna be in the streets like Brazil. Until then, I'm sorry, but America, we is right now. We a bunch of low. Do y'all not see every other country in the streets? And America is just like, anyways, TikTok. On the election. action and I voted for it? Okay, anyway. Like, where do I need to give my money to next? Meanwhile, Brazil. And every other country.
مات من شر ما خلق. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. أعوذ بكلمات الله التامات من شر ما خلق. بسم الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. سكر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله. بسم الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
I have been looking for this photo for a long time and I finally found it. Actual proof that there are organic humanoids that have been in use since 1938, and it sort of connects the dots to a lot of theories that I've had that I've talked about on here, but the videos keep getting taken down, so there's some stuff that I have to leave out. But this kind of connects to this other video that I made about a year ago. Trigger warning, because this is kind of spooky, but I've got one question for whoever took this video. What is the point of having fake humanoids on display in your secret underground tunnel unless you're going to use them to impersonate people? Like, what other reason could there be to have a whole freezer full of these guys just hanging here and ready to be in use? Like, what other possible reason would there to be than to impersonate like a famous person, like a celebrity, or even a politician? Like, why? What is even the point of making these? Somebody tell me.
In that picture, it says that they've been cloning humans since 1963. Think about it, 1963, that's a long time ago. So imagine what technology they have today. And then you see all of those fake silicone suits in the basement. Like, why do you even have so many of them? Are you selling them to someone? Like, what are they being used for? It's a weird world we live in, y'all.
Now, check this out. Anything that you give attention to, you give your life force to. So, even when you look at the lighter, life force. Let me light the blunt. Life force. Now, imagine when you're on social media, how much bullshit you give your life force to. Imagine how many people, when you pick up the phone for somebody. That's why I don't even be talking to motherfuckers. I barely get on the phone with motherfuckers. Look, you get on the phone with somebody, life force, nigga. Even if you talking to them or you listen, I'm talking about you get on the phone and they start venting to you for an hour, you giving them your life force just listening. All your life force seeping out. You ever been listening to a motherfucker and they just talking and you get drained? Life force. Or you could be talking to a motherfucker and then you the talker and you get drained? Life force, nigga. Or you know that if you on your phone too long, you scrolling too long, you get you gotta put the phone down, you get the life force. So whatever you give your attention to, you give your energy to. So now, to protect your energy, you have to limit what you give. You have to be very particular about what you give your attention to, because you're letting your life force seep out. Okay? And now on top of that, you want to practice Nin. Nin is when you go into meditative states, and it's simply focused on strengthening your aura field and retaining your life force, because it is a way to retain it. If you seal up your aura nodes, then none of your life force seeps out, and you retaining all of your shit. And you can tell when somebody retaining all their life force because they start glowing. They start glowing more and shit. They started, you can see them up like then all that energy. You can see it on a motherfucker. Life force. And then when you practice Nin, like, because if you don't practice Nin, you got motherfuckers like me that practice it, and I can penetrate your shit. You see what I'm saying? Because you don't practice it. That's how deep this magic should get.
Stop letting all kind of people touch you. Every time somebody touch you, energy is being transferred. Sometimes it's good energy, sometimes it's bad energy. Sometimes they clean, and sometimes they got demons. And sometimes they just want to take your energy. You have to be very mindful who you let around you and who you let touch you. That's why it's very important to make sure you grounded. to release any negative energy you might have absorbed throughout the day. Letting any and everybody go out through and touch your hair. Stop going to any loctician, especially when you don't know what kind of energy these people got, or you read them and they got some terrible energy. They rubbing and touching and transferring energy all through your hair. Now a couple of days later, you got a migraine out of nowhere, or you just feel very negative. The 6 feet rule didn't just have to apply to the virus. Protect your hair, make sure you get hair scarves, wraps, especially when you go in crowded areas. Start getting back into wearing gloves and stuff, man. But people energy do not be right nowadays. And also, you don't want to go around just touching anybody as well, because you might touch them and absorb some energy you ain't been trying to absorb. Intercourse is another more deeper way energy is transferred between people. Let me know if y'all want me to do a video on sexual energy exchange. Peace.
Hey, those last 2 videos was just gems for you guys. Make sure you guys out here protecting y'all energy, because energy vampires are a real thing, and someone could be one without even realizing it. I appreciate you guys for tuning in though. Make sure you guys sub to the channel if you haven't already. We out, y'all. See y'all in the next video.